Good morning, everybody. I am pumping. I'm using the Freemie, the hands-free one. And we are just eating our oatmeal, right, sister? This is her second time having oatmeal. She's had avocado. We're slowly introducing her to foods, and then once she's had everything, you'll see I kind of do like a mix of purees with baby-led weaning. I keep getting questions about it, and my advice is go with your mommy gut. No idea what we're doing today, but we had a really boring day yesterday. Chris had to go into work on a Sunday. So the boys and I just had like a really boring day. So I want to do something good for them today, something fun for them, but I'm still like so scared to bring all three of them out in public by myself because Tanner runs off like he has no fear. I think Carter would be okay, but I think it would be really hard to catch Tanner when I have Ella and Carter, so I'm still scared. I wish I had like backup there, like could like hire backup. Like I don't need you per se, but could you be here if I need you to catch my kid? But we're gonna keep eating our breakfast. The faces that babies make when they learn to eat are the best. You're such a good brother, Bippy. She didn't want that bite, huh? It's 9:30 and I'm starving. I just made myself like these like egg whites on corn tortilla with everything seasoned. But this girl, she doesn't sleep. I really think like I need to like ask somebody for help like on how to make my kid sleep. She doesn't sleep ever. I was able to get Ella to go to sleep. I had to nurse her and give her like the binky while she was sleeping. That's the only way she'll take a binky. I was able to get ready because I played the Fizzy Toy Show on TV for the kids, and now my sister's here. But today's video is sponsored by ThredUp. ThredUp is the world's largest online consignment shop. I've gotten clothes from them probably like 15 times now, but I absolutely love them, and that's where this shirt is from. If it's your first time ordering from them, you can get 30% off with code Tiffany30. I'll have everything linked in the description box below, but quickly I want to show you some of the items that I got this time. So this sweater is from Zara. It was estimated around $46, and I got it for $20.99, and I love this. I love these little fringes here. I love Zara in general, don't you? I wanted to quickly show you how I find clothes on ThredUp. So I'm searching the name Zara for the brand name, and then I'm going to go down to condition, and I usually like to check off like new or new with tags, and it's that easy. So much easier than searching for hours through the thrift store racks. This sweater is from H&M, and I love this color blue. Actually, it still has a tag on it. It was estimated around $20, and I got it for $7.99. This sweater is also originally from H&M, estimated around $20, and I got this one for $11.99. I also love this sweater. It's like a little bit of like a crop sweater, but this is from Forever 21. New with tags, and this is originally $22.90, and I got mine for $12.99. Also got these joggers from Express. They're normally around $54, and I got them for $16.99. Don't forget to check out thredup.com. I'll have my link in the description box below. Use code Tiffany30 for 30% off. They are the world's largest online thrift store with 90% off of your favorite brands, which is how I got all of this stuff. And honestly, about 90% of my closet are things from ThredUp, so definitely check them out. So we are braving it, taking all of the kids to, I think we're gonna go to like Michael's craft store. Oh my gosh, everywhere I look there's a mess. I'm just gonna ignore it for now. We're going to Michael's craft store with all of the kids, and it's probably gonna be a complete S show, but we're gonna try it. We really need to get out of the house. It's beautiful today. Also, I was in the middle of filming and I heard the dog start barking, and I went outside, and the Murphy bed is being delivered. Remember we talked about how we're gonna put a Murphy bed in the guest room so that I could have an office? Well, that was being delivered, and Chris thinks he can put it together himself, and there was like a million boxes. And at the same time, there's another car out front, and I'm like, who is that car? And then I checked my phone, and it's the mom that I donate my breast milk to. She's like, hey, I'm outside, and there's Enterprise people here. And I'm like, sorry. Like, I completely forgot that was her car, so I like had to hurry up and run out while they're in my garage with the bed, and I'm like shoving breast milk into bags to give her. It was just a little chaotic, but let's go. And did you have a good nap? Do you want this? Guess what, Pooh Bear? When you were sleeping, Sissy kept trying to wake you up. She kept pulling your hair. Did you know that?
Did you feel it? You didn't feel it? Look, she's trying to get it right now.
Tried to do a quick nursing session with Ella, but she's not having it.
No, she just wants to hang out, right?
But we're at Michael's and Tanner. Hopefully we're gonna find some stuff for Crystal's gender reveal. I announced it on Instagram, but my sister's pregnant.
Yay.
Everyone's was always asking, like, your sister's so good with the kids. Is she gonna get pregnant? But she had a little hiccup. What did they tell you? You had a 20% chance of getting pregnant?
They didn't really give me a percentage, but I was diagnosed with ovarian reserve, and they told me that since I don't have a whole lot of eggs, that probably in vitro wouldn't even work, which I didn't understand, but I didn't ask a lot of questions because I didn't want to believe it. So I was very, you know, discouraged and didn't lose hope though, but obviously nobody wants to hear that. I ended up seeing a fertility specialist, so my OB ran like all of the whatever work you need to run for, you know, for fertility, and my levels came back, and she was the one that told me I had an ovarian reserve. So I met with a fertility specialist, and he was the one that told me that, you know, we'll start you on Clomid, we'll see what happens with that, but I don't even think IVF would work for you. Which, anywho, I went for my consultation to the fertility specialist. They did an ultrasound of everything, and they saw my low egg count. And I ended up getting pregnant that weekend naturally.
And you were supposed to start Clomid.
I was supposed to start Clomid the following 2 weeks after that. I was going to start Clomid, and I didn't even have to start Clomid because guess what? It happened naturally.
I know.
So I just
I'm gonna get emotional.
I know. I just don't want anybody to lose hope because you never know. Doctors don't know everything.
But I will say the entire time she was so positive about everything. Yes. She was like, doctors aren't God. Like, I know I'm meant to be a mom. And like, she just, I don't know. She stayed really positive throughout everything. And this upcoming weekend we get to find out if it's a boy or girl. And we're doing Guns N' Roses.
Yeah,
theme.
Guns or Roses. And I am going to be 20 weeks pregnant on Thursday.
I can't believe it.
Halfway there. And God is good. And never lose hope. Obviously nobody wants to hear that news, and I didn't believe it, and look what happens. The doctor was like, wow. He was like, you're my luckiest patient. He's like, you're easy. Yeah. He was like, you're definitely an easy patient, and that was it. So
I just can't wait for our kids to grow up and be best friends.
Ella's only going to be 11 months older.
Huh? You'll be besties, right?
You'll be besties. So, never lose hope.
Look at all this cute office stuff they have. I really want this, but it's $80 and 40% off is still 40 bucks. Seems like a lot. They have so much cute office stuff here. I want that. I want this. I want that. I want this.
Just be careful. Break. Like that.
You did a good job picking out your outfits today. We came to Wegmans for a quick lunch. It's late though. It's like, yeah, it's like almost 5, so maybe this is like dinner. But we have to get out of the house when I have an extra set of hands, so that's why we're just doing it all today, because otherwise we're probably gonna be in the house like all week.
Princess.
Pretty princess. That Wagner. Could you? Great birth control for my sister, but she's already pregnant.
Yeah.
God. gosh. Wait, how many tantrums did we have in there with Carter?
I don't know.
Because they took like
count.
and Tanner, honestly.
Yeah.
They ate good. It was the shopping part after, but they only had these little tiny cat naps in the car. I'm gonna forgive them.
Yes, we learned from our mistakes.
Yes. Why do we leave the house without naps? This is our first time going out.
Since Ella was born.
Yeah, with all three of the kids. We used to go out every Monday with just the two boys when I was pregnant with Ella.
I'm struggling.
Yeah, I feel you. Toddler's nap time. Guys, let's not drink the dirty bath water. There's like poop in here and stuff. It's gross.
When?
I don't know, but I wash your butts and you guys poop a lot. Right?
I like drinking poop.
You like drinking poop?
Yeah.
I'll remember that next time you refuse to eat something I make, that you like drinking poop.
Yeah, I like poop. Ha.
Lord help me. Got one baby clean, a little baby unicorn. One baby dressed. Two dinosaurs in the bathtub still. Second baby out, and now Ella is screaming. I gotta hurry it up. Third baby out. Turn that around. There we go. And Ella is still crying, so let's hurry up again. Second baby is dressed.
Fluffy. You see how? Yes, bye-bye.
Yeah, check it out. No two spots are the same.
You're such good boys. So proud of you. I love you. Okay, up. My house is a freaking disaster because my kids just go ham when I'm breastfeeding or like trying to put Ella down. So it's a mess, but it's really inspired Chris and I to completely like KonMari our toys because there's so many, and if there weren't so many that they were able to access, we wouldn't be having this giant mess to clean up after all the kids are sleeping. I usually make them clean it up, but we got home late and I kind of like left the house like that. But anyway, it's real life and we have real messes in this house, but we're happy. So I'm making dinner. I always like to share my recipe with you. I'm making Italian turkey sausage. This is what it looks like. I just cooked that up and then I drained it, which reminds me, like, I seriously need to get like one of those things you put on top of the pan to drain the oil but not have the meat fall out, because almost every time I wind up almost losing all of my meat in my sink. So do you guys have one of those? And if you do, like, what do you think is like a good one that I should get? I think they like have ones that just like attach over top. I'm making this being super fancy and really just using a jar of this Alfredo. This is my favorite one if I'm not making it myself. And then what? And we're gonna put some spinach in it too at the very end. You'll see, but it's just like really delicious. This is a healthier version of what my mother-in-law makes. My favorite meal that she makes. We always say that it put me into labor with Tanner. We had this meal, but the unhealthy version. This is turkey sausage that makes it a little bit more healthy. We're using our gluten-free pasta. Use these little twirly guys tonight. I usually like penny with this, but I actually don't think I have any. Just add this right in, stir it all up. So Chris came home. I was on the phone with Micah and nursing Ella, and Chris gets home and he's like, I'm like, hi. Because he came in and saw the house like it did. It was like he got ransacked. And he just smiled because he knows how it is when you have all three of them by yourself. My cheeks are still really rosy, and my chest from, like, seriously, the nighttime routine with 3 by yourself is a full-blown workout. I know I'm going to miss these days. I know. But I'm just saying, it's not easy. So sometimes these vlogs come off as making it look easy to people, but it's not easy. It's amazing, and I'm so thankful and blessed, but it ain't easy. I'm gonna let this cook. Chris is upstairs rocking Miss Ella already because, you know, take your boob away and she ain't sleeping. I actually almost bought this $175 sleep course online that so many people recommend it. It's called like Taking Care of Babies, but like everybody's recommending that to me, and like I keep getting messages and DMs on Instagram like to do it. So I'm like really debating it. Also, I don't know, random side note, if you noticed in my Wegmans when I was putting stuff in Ella's stroller, I was using that as my cart, but I got them this like new Aveeno eczema stuff because their skin is like, feels like little scabs. Even Ella, like their skin just feels so horrible. I really struggle with eczema so much this winter. It's really bad. Okay, so I mixed my pasta, my sausage, and my sauce, and now I'm adding some spinach. And then I'm just gonna put this on to like kind of wilt the spinach just a little bit, and then we're gonna eat. And I just added a little bit of mozzarella cheese. So it doesn't
That
have salt.
is mad lazy. She just set the camera on the salt shaker. Gotta do what you gotta do.
That's right. Let's move the pepper out of the way.
Just spill it on my phone.
How was dinner?
It was good. It was
I
very
liked
good.
it. I had 2 bowls of dinner and then a bowl of cereal because I had salad for lunch, and that's just what happens. We missed you today, honey.
I missed you guys.
Can you be a stay-at-home dad, please?
I'm working on it. I cried hard when I left today.
Oh my gosh, Carter cried so hard when Chris left. Chris closed the garage door, and Carter looked at me like this. And I was like, it's okay to cry, honey. You can let out your feelings. He was like,
I heard him. It was hard.
well, it's gotta be so hard. I feel so blessed that I don't have to leave him like that.
Yeah. Just him.
Well, anyway.
Because
Kids.
Tanner came running too. But
He just copies whatever Carter
Ella
does.
looked at me like she did. It was very traumatic.
This whole day was traumatic for me.
And you put Crystal through it too.
I know.
Poor girl.
I'm so happy that we finally got to share her fertility story with you because I've been wanting to share it for a while, but thought it was like her story.
It really is an amazing
Share.
story.
When she called me, she had just left our house. I remember we vlogged that day. We were baking with Carter. December? Yeah, right? I don't know. But it's
November,
funny is
December.
I did throw it up in that video too. But I had like a leopard sweater on, and we were both talking about like how we had fevers. She's like, I never get a fever. Like, it's just weird. And she got home and she called me and she's like, Tiff, are you sitting down? And I'm like, oh my God, like who died? Like somebody in our family must have died. Like
Yep.
I still, my heart was in my butt. But anyway, she said,
Heart was in
I'm
your butt.
freaking pregnant. And I'm like, shut up, nuh-uh. And I was like shaking and like, you're like, what? And Carter's like, what, mommy? And I was like, Crystal's having a party. Remember? Because I was like scared to tell him. And she actually told him that she had a baby in her belly. I remember the first thing he's like, how that got there?
You don't want to know.
He said it's going to be a girl though. He thinks it's going to be a little girl. He said that all along. Crystal thinks it's going to be a boy. Her gender reveal party is in not this weekend, but next weekend. I'm so excited.
Me too. I think it's a girl. I'm with Carter.
You know?
Not for any reason other than I kind of want it to be, so Ella kind of has a sister.
Oh yeah. I don't know what I'd do without my sister. But I'm the worst. I never know. It's usually the opposite of what I say.
And what do you say?
I was going to say boy.
There you go. It's a girl.
So it's probably a girl. Yeah.
Love it.
A 50-50 shot.
What else do we have to look forward to? Anything?
I have so much to look forward to.
We got a new podcast coming out anytime soon?
Yeah, we need to record that in all of our spare time. I really love doing the podcast, but we just don't have a lot of time to do it.
We'll make time.
If you were a stay-at-home dad.
We'll make time. This week, we're going to record it. See, this is how you get stuff done. You have to just promise it.
I know, that's how I
The
got my
masses.
breastfeeding video done.
And then you're held accountable. So this week, we will record it.
I love doing life with you.
I love life with you too.
Do you love doing life with me?
I just didn't want to say it. It sounded risky.
What do you mean?
You know what I mean?
So thank you all so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, give this video a thumbs up, and be sure to check out ThredUp for 30% off of your first order. Use code Tiffany30. And next time,
Get another shirt like this one. I like that.
I'm so freaking ticklish. That's where our kids get it from. Also, don't forget to subscribe to Beast and Family Vibes. We put lots of vlogs on there as well, more like family vlogs that we're all together, but yes.
It's good stuff.
So.
Your heart is broken. Don't ever forget you're golden. I will find a light in your soul.